Hey guys, welcome to Herding Little Cows to the Glory of God.
What day is today?
Saturday.
Saturday. It's the last day of the month of April. So tomorrow, May 1st. May Day. I just remembered. It's May Day. That means it's Nana's birthday. My great-grandmother, who Naomi's named after, would have been, it would have been her birthday. I don't know how old she would have been. She would have been old. But she passed away many years ago when I was young. So anyway, today's Saturday, right? Okay, so what do we have to talk about today? What have we done today?
No, I can't
What?
go to the
Hold on.
library.
What did you want to say?
I did all my army crawling.
Yes, so this guy crawled today for 10 minutes at a time. It's something we're going to work him up to 20 minutes at a time from his coach, his doctor, whatever you want to call him, therapist. Okay, you ready? Oh, a big sister's going to come get you. Naomi can't come get him because she's going to... No, let him go. Naomi's going to squeak if she moves her chair. So Naomi's sitting in a very comfortable chair. If you move, it squeaks. Move it, Naomi. So,
It's Daddy's chair.
it's Daddy's chair, so
Really,
hopefully...
the noise comes from the chair, I promise.
But as soon as anyone touches it, if nobody's sitting in it and you just bump it, it starts squeaking. Or if you stand up and don't stop it, it squeaks. Okay, so we've been doing 10 minutes at a time crawling with Josiah. And Josiah today has been super fast. His first crawl for the 10 minutes, he did 10 laps. Not that bad. The next time, he did 12 and a half laps. The next time, he did 14 laps in 10 minutes. And he had a little extra time left. He could have kept going. But he likes to end on a good number. 14 is a good number for him. He likes twos.
Yeah.
Right? So, that was a good thing for him. What happened with this guy today? Anything good happened with you?
Medicine.
What? Oh, medicine. He's been taking his medicine like a big boy. The medicine the doctor gave him the other day.
Your head's in the way.
Anything good happened with you today, Uriah?
Reading books. I just put up a video of him reading that book.
So we found a new book at the library today. We'll do a review on it later in the week, but it was a great find at the library, right? There were 2 of them, and he really liked those. Also, Uriah worked really hard on sewing today, and even though we had to work through a little disappointment because our project didn't come out exactly like he wanted, he is so close to being done, and we're going to have to show everybody because it's going to be a super, super placemat that will keep food off the table, and he's worked really, really hard and learned a lot of things from it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a really good one, and it's got giraffes and a giraffe on it and frogs, right?
Yeah.
Makes it super cute. Okay, what do you have to tell about what happened today? Anything good? You said before we went to the library. Is that always a good thing?
Yeah.
We like the library. The library is a very fun place. These guys have not been in the library, though, in 2 years because the library still requires masks, and we don't put masks on. So I go in the library and pick out books for them. We have love it. Samuel is on his 27th book about knights. He's over there. We're studying the Middle Ages this week, so Samuel has taken and read almost every book I got so far. Right? What's your favorite book so far? And tell us a fun fact you learned.
Modern Warships.
What?
Okay.
The Man of Warship.
Oh yeah.
Not the Modern Warships book was a different week. The Man of War.
The Man of War. Just learning about how they ran the cannons and how they lived on the ship and
One cool fact.
No pressure.
An admiral received 1/8 of all the booty that his crew, that the whole fleet got. A captain got 1/4 of all the booty. And an average sailor got less than 2,000th of
Wow.
the booty.
It's a lot of booty.
That's a lot of booty. What do you have to say, Josiah?
Talking a lot about booty.
And so before we went to the library, my sister Virginia, she dropped off a plaque to a police department, and we wrote something on someone wrote on Facebook about that.
That's pretty cool.
So Virginia had this plaque that was the shape of Maine, and she painted it with white and black lines like a flag and a blue line in the middle for the police officer's flag and put a Bible verse on it and took it to Thomaston Police because we pray for them regularly, right?
And they instantly put it up on Facebook.
Yes. So today we got up. I gave showers to all those people that I need to help shower. Oh, you forgot to take a shower tonight. You're going to have to take one in the morning there, Missy.
Missy.
But I have to help Malachi because he's only 2.5. I have to help Uriah because he doesn't like water on his head and would refuse to wash his hair unless Mommy was helping him. And I have to help Josiah because I have to make sure he doesn't have a seizure.
I can pretty much.
And I have to wash myself. So I did my shower.
I can pretty much do mine. I just need people to turn on and off my water.
We help with the water because the water can get hot really fast and we just don't want her to get burned, right? Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Mm-hmm. And Gideon doesn't take showers on the same regular schedule that the rest of us does because he's a baby and he doesn't get dirty. So we're just going to leave it at that. So... What you all laughing about? You don't even know why you're laughing. Okay, so I helped people get showers this morning. Then we went, careful. Then we went to give the plaque to the police station. We went to the library. We went and got a Walmart pickup. Right? Then we came home.
Gas.
Oh, we went and got gas.
But we didn't pay $6.25 for diesel because we had the gas
Yes,
van.
diesel is $6.25 right here in our area. My mom drove somewhere 2 hours away today, and she saw gas for diesel for $6.59. So that's just crazy. So then we got gas. We came home. The kids played outside while I cleaned out the fridge and we made leftovers soup, which everyone said tasted really good, but we needed to clean up there was some broth in the fridge from the week that needed to get frozen before it went past, since we won't be using it tomorrow. Virginia spent a lot of time this morning making meals for tomorrow because Josiah is on the special diet. You guys don't need to wrestle right now. Josiah is on that special diet that we've told you about, and so Virginia portioned out his food for tomorrow because we're going to a luncheon, and he can't eat just the regular whatever everyone else is eating. So she was doing all that work plus making the luncheon meal tomorrow, which is like a taco dish. Then, we had lunch. We did nap time where we watched more of the Castle show I mentioned on yesterday's called Secrets of the Castle, and we learned about how they did paint and how they whitewashed the walls, right?
How they
made the tiles. Oh yeah, we moved furniture. Forgot to say that. If you watched our channel, that couch is usually where we're sitting right now. Sorry, the bed is where usually we're sitting right now, and we moved the rug. Most recently. We switched them around. We're not sure if this is what we're going to stay. We might also be changing the bed out. Not sure. We'll see in the future. The girls mudded their room because they're going to be painting their room the same color blue that the kitchen is, but it needed to be mudded. That room, so this house has been here now for 20 years this year, and that room has never been painted. Like, it's the primer color that came on that wall. It has never been painted. So we're going to paint it. Yeah? What did you want to say?
And so those windows over there, I have been washing the windows because they're really black.
Yes, the windows have been very dirty.
We're not talking about the windows today, okay?
He cleaned
Thanks
the
for
window. This little guy took a nap. Right? Did you take a nap? Just Uriah worked on his quilt. What else? Or your placemat? Did you want to say something?
Nope.
You were interrupted. Let's say something. You got something to say? Let's say it. Come on, let's say it. Say it loud.
Hi, Waylon. We know you're watching. So then what else did we do today? We
Went outside.
This guy took a nap. Oh yeah, we went outside. We went on a walk. We got to see my sister and her little boy because they dropped grandma off from where they went today. And we read a lot of books. Like a lot of books. We got the library books. And so when library day comes, we've probably read 8 books, and some of those we've read multiple times. So we've probably read 20 times, like 20 books.
Yeah.
Some of them the same ones. What else? That was all, I think. We had supper. Oh, people who want to know our meals. I told you we had leftover soup. Today for breakfast, the kids had a choice of granola or some instant oatmeal that we were finishing off. Josiah and I had what? Oh, you want to say what we had? Go ahead. Say what you had.
We had eggs and
Peppers.
and cucumbers.
Right. And then tonight for supper, what did we have? Chicken. And salad.
And salad.
Yeah.
With grandma.
Yep.
Chicken back.
So today we had chicken and salad for supper. Virginia, what? Oh, did you have something you want to say? Oh, okay. So Virginia.
Inquiring minds want to know.
I was gonna say just so I didn't get as fat at supper. But I figured our viewers didn't.
So she didn't think our viewers needed to know that. Josiah needs to eat a little more fat before he goes to bed. Yes? What do you want to say?
You, get back.
And so I said, and we had grandma for supper. I meant like we didn't eat grandma.
This is how things go in our house. So, yes. So Virginia is reading a book that she's been enjoying by a guy who, what's his name?
Jay Adams.
Jay Adams. And so it's a book about church discipline, but he is a ACBC counselor, right?
Counseling. I don't even know when Jay Adams was around. I don't know if it was even before ACBC, but he's a big biblical counseling guy. Wrote a bunch of books about biblical counseling.
But also this book on church discipline. So what have you learned? Something you've learned from it that you appreciate?
No pressure.
Well, I'm only a few chapters in, but he was talking about how people think of, when people say church discipline, they think about excommunicating people or throwing people out of the church in the corrective form of discipline, but how discipline is also a educational thing where we are keeping good order in the church and stirring one another up to love and good works, and it's preventive discipline in the sense of an athlete is disciplined, so just thinking of the full orbed meaning of discipline and not just the correctional view of it. And if you're taking part in preventive discipline faithfully as a church, in stirring up one another and that sort of thing, then there's less need for correctional discipline.
This sounds like parenting.
So that's been interesting as she's been sharing portions of that. And another thing, the girls and Mark and I, after the littles have gone to bed, we've been watching a discussion, conversation.
It's a debate, but it's a friendly debate.
Between James White and Doug Wilson on whether kids should take communion, like this little child who is unconverted should be taking communion, or whether it should be saved for believers, even if that believer is a young child but a believing child, or should it just be to all children, right? Pedo or credo communion. It's been interesting. We side with Dr. White. We haven't found
Newsflash, Doug Wilson, you don't have a case.
Doug Wilson has not convinced us, but maybe
He hasn't
someone.
used any Bible to convince anybody.
So Doug Wilson is Presbyterian, and they do baby baptism, like infant baptism. You were born into the church, so you get baptized. We believe in a believer's baptism, where once you are able to have. I see the kitty cat. Once you are able to.
She's talking about
Understand.
communion, and the kid's like, look, it's a kitty cat. Yeah, give him communion.
He's not ready for communion. Okay, so if you watch it, you'll get that. So anyone who's confused.
Abigail's ready.
So anyway, that's been interesting. It's brought on a lot of discussions. So we like to watch those types of things, but I think we're going to finish it tonight, so we're going to have to find something else to watch. Before that, we had been watching the American Gospels, which
There's a third one we haven't seen
the
yet.
first one we found really, really good. And we've
Hey,
watched
Bob.
it as a family. The second one we did watch as a family. We found it good, except they didn't differentiate very much between the good people and bad people. Like the people who were talking truth about the Gospels and the Bible and people who weren't. So it was very confusing for the kids because they were using the right terminology, but they weren't. The young ones who are not converted were not sure of which side people were on. Naomi was getting to the point that she would do thumbs down or thumbs up when someone would come on the screen. Abigail was starting to get good at it. We also decided that if they speak with a Scottish accent, they're probably okay. So, Alistair Begg. So anyway, so we watch videos like that to have discussions. So.
What's the other good one in the movie? Who did you just say?
Paul Washer.
Okay, Washer's okay.
Paul Washer? Do you like Paul Washer? What about Vody Bauckham? Vody Bauckham? And anyway, so this is Saturday night at our house. Uriah's going a little crazy. We're going to pray and put people to bed. Tomorrow is Sunday. We are going to go to Twin Villages Church and hear Erotic speak. So if you want to hear that, tune in tomorrow and we'll put the link for the video for his talking sermon. Do you want to say goodbye to everybody?
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for joining us on Herding Little Cows to the Glory of God.